My dad was employed as a teacher under UNRWA, actually in a very, very young age. I don't remember exactly, but he wasn't more than, he was less than 20 at least. And he had been teaching a lot of people for many, many years. And the last maybe 15 years or so, he became a headmaster in a neighbor camp, which is called Burj al-Shamali. And he traveled to Damascus in Syria to see an exhibition. He saw a part of this exhibition was with things from Palestine. It was user objects. And he thought, actually, these user objects were from recent times and not from before 1948. And he thought it was so limited and it was so, what shall we call it, poor. And it wasn't so ambitious and didn't tell the story of a nation. So when he came back to Lebanon, then he started, actually, the idea came from Syria, started to speak with his colleagues about making an exhibition, Palestinian exhibition, in the school, at the camp. And the colleagues were very happy about the idea, and all were involved, the pupils, the colleagues, and the parents. And they made a very, very good exhibition, actually. And it was a fantastic experience. Then the idea of collecting user objects from Palestine became to my dad. That is how it started, actually. He knew a lot of people. He knew a lot. He had been working as a teacher and headmaster for more than 40 years under the UNRWA. So he knew generations of people, people. And people had great trust in that. So he went actually from house to house, from man to man, and spoke, and especially the elderly people, because when they die, then things would disappear, would vanish, and that would be a shame. So he spoke with people he talked with them, and they told him that what they have, it could be a key from their house in northern Palestine, or it could be coffee service, or it could be brass pots or things which they used in their daily life. So that was the way he did it, and he documented these things which people gave the Palestinian Museum of Heritage. He documented by writing names, by writing which year it was, and even where it came from, the place. That is mainly the way Dad did things. People volunteered, and sometimes he bought things, but still he was very aware of writing and documenting things. You see, in my younger days, Dad had all these things in the house, all over the place, in our sleeping room, dining room, even kitchen, and so on. And when they digged a shelter in the garden, then he moved a part of the user objects down in the shelter, and so on. It was spread all over the place. And recently, he got a permission to build some kind of hall, you could call it, in our garden, where we had fig trees in my childhood. And now most of the things are concentrated in this hall. So when you go in, then you will see on your right side, you will see the computer, big computer, all days computer, you can call it. And then you will see, first of all, many books. It's also a library, about 12 or between 12 and 14,000 books he has in this museum. Then you will see clothing, you will see clothing. Then he had made some roofs where you can see pots, where you can see spoons, where you can see even make up tools and all kind of things which were used in normal daily life, you can say, in northern Palestine before 48. Most of the things are actually original things from before 48. This is very important, I think. So first time I saw the place, it was in 2010, I think. It was a very special experience actually when I got in. It was very special. I wanted to keep this picture or experience close to me, and the smell of it, the atmosphere, and some of our friends, mainly Dad's friends and earlier colleagues, they came and visited us, and we sat there, and they would be talking about all kinds of things, cultural things, literature, language even they discussed, and they would be laughing and drinking coffee, and so it was a very, very, very special experience, very special. As far as I know, then he has many books about the whole Arabic world, about it could be literature, language, about Islam, but he has also books in Arabic about many other countries and places, Europe and Russia and all these philosophers and the Bible in Arabic, the Torah in Arabic, the Quran in Arabic, and so on. So it's, but mainly about the Arabic countries, Palestine, but also many other things. The library is open for public, for people, and it's for pupils in elementary school. It's for students. It's for people who study at university. It's open, and you can come and it's the only library in the whole Middle East actually which is more or less public, open, and you can borrow things and take them with you at home. This is not allowed any other place in Lebanon. You can buy books, or if you are studying at university, then you can borrow, and you can sit at the university and read in it. So I remember Dad told me that he had some student have borrowed a book, and it was about 6 years ago, and he still haven't got the book, but everything is written down and noticed. It's from his own economy. It's from his own economy, and he is retired a teacher or headmaster. And when it is under the UNRWA, then you get your pension paid at one time. So you have to deal with that. About you live 1 year or 30 years, then you have to find out and deal with that. So it's his own money actually.